Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Well, today I was going to color in this image, and this was from Crayola Art with Edge, and it's I believe it's Justice League. The only thing is that I hate how tiny it is. I can barely do anything with this face. So I decided I love the pose, but I think I want to do a little something else similar to this. So still going to be Cyborg, and I'm going to have a similar pose to this. And let me go ahead and get started here. I've got about an hour before I've got to take off. I'm going to make his face a little bit bigger, and I love drawing portraits. That's my thing. I know I need to branch out a little bit more from doing portraits, but I'm like, I can't pass this up. I'm going to have my cake and kind of eat it too. Let's see. I was looking around at a lot of different Cyborg pictures, and I wasn't sure which one I liked the most. So I'm just going to pretty much kind of do my own thing, put my thing down, and see if I can try to get some practice and perspective as well. So he's got a BFG on his arm, or he can convert his arm to a big gun. So I'm going to do that sort of thing. So I'm going to have like a big gun aiming right to us, and him kind of being a little nonchalant. It's like, yeah, you done messed up, bro. That type of image. And I'm going to give him a little bit of a fro. And I'm still going to borrow a little bit from this because I just couldn't really find really great source images. I mean, maybe I wasn't looking hard enough for the past half hour trying to figure out what I wanted to draw, how I wanted to draw them. I was playing with the idea of drawing more black superheroes because there's, you know, I just don't see enough of them. And especially in my little coloring books. So it's like, well, why don't I just make my own? So here I am making my own here. Whoops. If my pencil wants to cooperate. Right now I'm just doing a quick sketch of what I'm trying to accomplish here, using just a little bit of how they've got Cyborg. I love the original Teen Titans cartoon, and was really sad when it went away and changed into something I just was not into. So but I never got to read him in a comic book. I was more of a Marvel girl than a DC, so I kind of missed out on that sort of history. Yeah, shame on me. Let's see. But if you have any questions, or do you like to see a certain superhero, let me know. I'm kind of interested in drawing more of the Static Shock characters, because they had like an ethnic mix. Love the soundtrack. Yeah, I just liked the characters. They were pretty cool. Now, one of the things I liked about this particular Cyborg that was in Teen Titans is that he was a thick boy. He was pretty thick. I don't want to say fat, but he was buff. So I want to kind of draw like a guy like that. In good shape. Yes. Fine specimen. Fine specimen. So we have but a little bit older. a little bit more wild. I could give him the well-kept afro that they've got in the picture. But I'm like, nah. I'm going to have him be a little bit kind of like me. Just a little bit wild, a little bit crazy looking. Let's see. But I think I'm going to try to keep up with the, what is it called? Thicker lines, outlines. I don't think his nose is wide enough here. I'll make it just a little bit wider. And another idea was to take a couple more black characters, because I just got curious. I'm like, okay, if I ever wanted to cosplay as somebody who wasn't Storm, yeah, who could I be? You know, and I came up really super short, and it was even worse when I was looking at anime characters. And so instead of whining and complaining about it, it's like, well, just come up with your own. You know, why wait for some guy to come up with it? So, I'm looking at stuff like that. Throw some more crazy hair here. There we go. Make them a little thicker. We can get away with that. Yeah, bro, you done messed up. Okay, now looking at what they have on his costume, he's got like some lines. Okay, so his chin has this kind of action going on with it. I'm gonna call it like a metal chin strap. That's one way of putting a beard on somebody. I'm surprised it didn't come up and make a mustache. Here we go. Couldn't grow one myself, so I just made one out of metal. That would interfere with any snarling or yelling or anything like that. So we'll leave that off. We could give him like a little 5 o'clock shadow, which is not so bad. Let's see. It's like, dude, I've been fighting crime for so long I didn't have a chance to shave. We'll give him some definition right here. Now, if I was going to color this in, and it's kind of messed up because it's so tiny, and my biggest thing is doing faces, and there's not a bigger one in the series in the coloring book, of the coloring pages, since you can take the pages right on out. So I'm like just kind of doing the opposite, big head, and well, bigger gun, I guess. But yeah, you'll find some similarities to their picture and my picture. I might have to improvise a bit because I don't have any. I don't have this particular uh, costume, so I'm gonna have to probably look it up a little bit. But I'll try to get the gist down before I have to go. All right, let's see. So, in order to try to draw this in a different perspective, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to map out a few things. So what would it look like if this thing was facing me? I see that there's some sort of like little gun right here in the center. Comes out with these little grippy things. I'm just going to do like little rectangles. And then I'll bring it in. And I think when I get to coloring it, I think I'll lighten this up a little bit. Like it'll be like some sort of light. So that light will take up some of that slack right there. Let me move this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. And we could probably get away with moving the camera up just a bit. Let me make sure that I'm not out of screen. There we go. Let's move this up. There we go. So we've got his head. It's kind of hard because my paper is... What is this stuff? I always show this and I keep forgetting what the heck it is. Okay. It's mixed media paper and it's 9 by 12. So for some reason my camera doesn't want to capture everything at once. Sorry about that. So we'll just do our best here. So we'll make this even bigger. Objects are closer than they appear, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to try to capture some of his chest plate here. And some of the things about the coloring books versus like when you look online at other things, it's like the costume is a little different. And sometimes it's hard to figure out what the heck were they doing. Just bring this out this way. This is kind of part of his chest plate, his I forget what they're called, like pet type area. Chest. You know, one of the cool things, I should put like a little finger going, dude, you fucked up. Sorry about the language. Dude, you done messed up. Like a little finger pointing, it's like, watch the birdie or something like that, or I don't know. If you can see this, you're messed, you're effed. That's what I should have on here. If you can read this. It should say like, if you can read this, you're dead. Going all the way around it. That sort of thing. Okay, all right, let me stop messing around. Okay, so let's see if I can try to get some of that side part. Yeah, he's got like a lot of stuff going on. I think maybe while I'm on the bus or whatnot, maybe I'll try to find more images But right here, I'm just going to pretty much improvise on, you know, kind of like what I'm seeing in this picture right here. And because it's in perspective, I'm going to lose some of the details. Like, I have no idea what's going on, like, when it comes down this way. Because I'm on this part right here. And then I've got this band right here. And then I've got his bicep. I guess that's what you can call it. Going on. It doesn't look like there's too much happening there. And then the magic starts to happen. Now he's got this going on the side. So I'm going to try to emulate that. Oh, that's right down here. Okay. Emulated in the right spot, Kim. Okay. Okay, it comes in. There's all kinds of craziness happening here. Let's see. Yeah. Alrighty. Not sure what's coming up off the top here. Let's see. So if I was looking at this, I'd probably only see this part and what was on the top. And he looks like he's got some sort of crazy piston things. Okay, so he's got 3 of them popping up. So I'm going to, I want to say I'm going to try to assume that they're not like in a line. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. We'll do this sort of thing. We'll put it, I really should look it up. Okay, and then let's see, if I was looking at this, this would be on the side, like another auxiliary gun right here. And it too has some interesting action happening. And just to make him look even more intimidating, I'm going to make his arm come out a little bit higher and a little bit bigger. It's like, dude, you are so going to be blown away. Bring this up a little bit higher. Ah, am I losing lead? Okay. It's like I'm clicking and clicking and nothing's coming out. Okay. Improvising. Okay. And then he's got other... We'll bring this even further down this way. So everything else kind of follow that kind of pattern. I just imagine him like putting his big foot on you, stepping on you, but this is a little high. This is like waist high here. Put these out that way. They come in kind of like that. And serrated. They should be like burnt a little bit. I think when I color it, I think I'll burn it a little bit. Maybe he's fired his hand cannon a couple times. Okay, so he's got these thingies coming up off of his arm. They kind of look like pistons. I don't know if they're maybe supposed to be, I don't know what they are. Not that I'm an engineer and would know anyway, but maybe they're vents or something like that, so they can cool down fast or something. I don't know. But they seem to be separate from the unit, so I'm assuming, I hate to assume, because you know what they say about when you assume. Let's see. That they'll cast their own shadow. That's what my thought was. Sorry. Sorry. It's hard to think. Day before a holiday. Yo, yay. Kimmy is a happy girl. I'm going to try to get this day over with. Ugh, can't wait. Nothing's going to fade my mood. Nothing's going to fade my mood. This is my Friday. Shucky ducky. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Let me see, I'll just draw. Okay, so like for these cylinders here is what I'm trying to draw. And the way that they're sitting out here is kind of hard to figure out. So instead of doing the right thing and looking for it online, I am going to wing it. But yeah, I think before I ink up the arm in general, I'm going to go ahead and look it up. So right now I'm just going to do the pencil sketch. And that's pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and darken it up a bit. Now he looks like he's got some sort of half band going around here, around his ear, I guess. And it can't hurt for me to go ahead and color this in too on camera. So I'll do both. In case I monkey up my own picture here. Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. He's been working on a case so long that he didn't get a chance to get his hair cut. Barely got a shave. Here we go. We're going to throw him some, just a little bit of a soul patch right here. So he is like in no freaking mood. It's like, say something, do something. I got you. I got this. There we go. And I'm going to bring it down so you guys can see it just a little bit better. I'm going to put some more detail in his face, because that I can do. Now I'm assuming this is like metal. So instead of giving it the softness like you would see on this, giving it the, this will be the hard side, this will be the flesh side. Let's see, I'll bring this down a little bit. Now if I get off early, oh, 6 o'clock. Okay, I got half an hour. If I get off early, I'll see if I can add more to this. And if you want, I could try to take you step by step into how I got this far, so that if you guys want to do stuff of your own, if you want to do your own characters, your own OCs and things like that, I can guide you into kind of the steps that I used and kind of break it down into usable, biteable chunks, like you know, some of the basics of drawing, where it's like, you know, I know some of you will tell yourself, oh, all I can, the best I can do is a stick figure, and you know, barely at that. And we all have to start somewhere, especially if you really want to express yourself. You've got a story to tell and nobody to draw it for you, you know, nobody to illustrate or at least bring it to life. You know, you got an idea for a really great superhero, and you just want that extra visualization of what this character looks like. And but you know, you just don't have, you know, you just don't have the images that do what you want it to do. I could try to help you with that. If you are looking for that kind of help or anything like that, let me know, and I can either make videos or I could charge you. No. But yeah, if you have an idea for a superhero, let me know, and you can hit me up in my email, or you can leave it in the comments, and it'll be a form of collaboration. You know, it's your superhero, I just drew it. It'll be fan art for your superhero, so let's get it out. If you have a page that you're writing a story on, let me know, and I can see if I can draw a little picture and give you a shout out. I really enjoy new artists. I love writers, you know, because they kind of go hand in hand. You know, without stories, you know, they're just pictures. They're just pretty pictures. Cyborg would have looked awesome with dreads. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. I'm half tempted to give him kind of like just a little bit of a mustache. There we go. It's like, I'm still a dude. I'm still a dude. So like if Cyborg didn't go and become like a superhero, like he was on the streets and he was and what do you want to call it? Maybe an entrepreneur. Became an entrepreneur. I can just see it. You know, he'd have his own. Like I can imagine him taking over. He'd be badass. But I'm sure he's a really good kid doing his own thing. Okay, don't need all that. Don't want him to look too old. Okay, but mature. I are adult. And then clean up his act when he gets to Justice League. But, you know, taking your shift out and in space or whatever, waiting for the next thing to happen. Be like, dude, I haven't had everything broke down. I didn't have a chance to shave or nothing. Or maybe he did shave because I can give a goatee. Why not? So, you know who you messing with, don't you? You done messed up, bro. This is crazy. A little crazy goatee. I might take it off. I don't know. I think he looks badass with it. Anyway. It's like, dude, you know you done fine. Oh, don't you? You done up, don't you? Here, we'll arch his eyebrow up a little bit, too. There we go. Give him a little bit more character. There we go. That's our bro. Look at that. Okay. That's a little bit much on the outside there, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, you can either look like this and go full on adult, or you can go like, yeah, bro, I'm still kind of kicking it. I got this. There we go. We'll bring it all the way down to his chin strap. And we'll even throw out some sideburns. Come out behind his ear. Okay. We'll have it go like right underneath his ear. Okay, and then we'll kind of give a little bit of edge to out here. But that's his shoulder that comes down, has this cuff thing. We'll bring that in a little bit. Yeah, and if you guys could think of any obscure black heroes, let me know in the comments, and maybe I might draw them up. I'll do some research and see if I can draw them up. It's just that I just want to see more statics. I want to see more cyborgs and you know, and Storms. You know, Storm is very iconic because she's been around beyond the 60s. I think it was the 60s that she came out. It's insane. I did love her outfit, though. I even was doodling her early on in my sketchbook. Okay, I hate these things. I don't know what they are. But basically, I'm going to draw a cylinder shape with a piston in it. It looks like a piston. It's hard to tell if it's all one piece or if it's an actual piston. Well, that one, I don't know. I'll have to play with these a little bit. And I don't even know if there's more than what I am seeing because I can't see. Okay. That's one of the downsides to drawing someone else's character. It's like you don't know all the nuances, things like that, unless you have like a character sheet. Okay, I've got about 10 minutes left. Alright. Oh, sorry. Nobody can see what I'm doing! Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. Back in action. I'm working on these guys right here. Let's see, yeah, they only have 2. And I think this is some sort of notch. And these are like showing that it's round. Alright. They're not exactly the same because every time I draw it, it looks a little bit different and a little bit better. Sad. Anyway. Okay, so we got those weird things there. It's just got all this weird stuff on him. Okay, and we'll just emulate the same thing on the other side. We won't see anything here because of the blast. This is all going to get lit up. This is all going to be lit up. And now I just need to focus on what's happening down here. So, let's see. Okay, so in this picture, I'm like right here. And it's kind of more interesting that he's kind of turned a bit instead of just straight on. I'm going to go ahead and erase all this crap here. Clean up some of these. Alright, so I'm basically going to try to use basic shapes here. Let's see, if he's turned more this way. He's got this. kind of like a little notch area. Now when I draw, I try to draw really loose. That's why you see like fuzzy lines. One of them is going to be bound to be the right line that I need. And when I see that, I kind of seize on it. I've got a kneaded eraser, and it lets me make it into whatever shape I want. So if I need to really get in there to a tiny spot just to clean it up a bit, I can do that. Also, the cool thing about this eraser is it lightens stuff up. So like if something was a little too dark in an area and I still wanted it to keep that color or keep that, maybe keep the shape and everything, I can do this sort of thing. So like if you're doing some inking and you just need to lighten that up, you can just tap it and it picks up just enough so that you can go ahead and throw your line on. So if you need to lighten things up. Okay, so we got that action going on. I like this eraser a lot better than the other erasers. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Because it doesn't leave a lot of dust. It may leave some dust, but it doesn't leave a ton of dust. Not like this kind of eraser. Okay, make me look silly. Okay, eraser. Where you have to, like, wipe it away. You don't get that with this. It goes right into the eraser. If you keep it in your hand, it keeps it kind of warm and supple. If you put it down, it gets cold. If you haven't used it in a while, it gets cold. You'll just have to warm it up to clean it. And basically to clean it, you just pretty much fold it in on itself. And then voila, you'll have another eraser. It picks up everything though. It picks up hair and dust and crap, and eventually it kind of gets nasty. But it'll last you a long time if you keep it away from all that. I'm assuming that there's going to be another line on this side of his face. Let's see. There's something hard in it. I can't tell what it is. Fingernail maybe? Ew. Possibly. Something hard. Okay. I'm gonna just bring this around. And I'm gonna figure out what's there. Okay, anyway. Getting back to this part. You gotta think in terms of roundness. Let's see. So your lines are going to be curved when they should, if you're drawing it straight on, it'd be just straight. But you got to keep in mind that the body kind of curves around, and even this is showing it just a bit. It's kind of like a curve. Everything's kind of curving, but anyway. Yes and no. All right, so this is more of like the center of his chest. Like this is like the center right here, and it can't hurt to do this sort of thing here. And what that does is just tells me it's the center point. So anything that should be in the center point, I'm gonna go ahead and do the symbol. I wish I knew what that was. I can't tell, and I hate to cut it off. So I'll just throw this symbol on here. It's probably too big. center. Okay, I'm not going to see a lot of this area because of the light. It's funny, this line comes off the top, but this line comes off the side. I was hoping to catch a little bit of this belt looking thing here. All right. Okay, well, I apologize. This is all I have time for. And I got to get ready to go to work and get this day started. All right, so this is the start of Cyborg. And based on this right here. But I kind of changed it up a bit. Thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe so you can catch more. Please offer suggestions. I want to draw what you want to see, and I just want to be your friend. No, just let me know, because if you're into black superheroes like I am, please let me know. Like and subscribe, and let me know which one's your favorite, who you'd like to see, and I'd love to just draw them. One of the ideas I had to draw was like superheroes like playing poker and then all of them cheating, you know, something like that, something crazy like that. It's still like an idea that's like ruminating in my mind. You know, I could just imagine how all of them would find ways of cheating. So if you've got ideas for like maybe a funny picture that you'd like to see but can't do it yourself, I would love to try to quick sketch something. Who knows? Again, just like and subscribe. My name is Kim Pinkney, and again, welcome to my channel. Bye-bye.